Hey, good morning, guys. My name is Jeremy Hatfield. I'm the owner of Dirty Rides Inc., Spring Grove, Illinois. Today, we're going to shoot a quick video on our portable paint booth that was provided by Mobile.Environmental.Solutions, Tom Williams. The first process to this is going to be joining our team out in the shop, showing you how fast, how easy it is to set up, and how efficient it is to store, to break down, and to put away. We're also going to walk you through on what we chose to do for our lighting inside the booth. But we have to start by showing you the process of our booth coating, which is provided by 3M. This is a coating that will go over your booth that needs to dry for 24 hours. And that is to prevent the overspray from sticking and to make all the cleanup and all the repackaging very easy, very simple, and also to protect your booth for longevity. So what we're going to do now is you're going to be joining us out into our shop, and we're going to go through the process of the setup and the light placement. Thank you. Hey guys, thank you for joining us in our shop. We're going to go ahead and start the process of setting up the booth, show you how fast, how simple it is. It comes with these blowers. There's 2 of them. They attach at the back of the booth. So we're going to start the process right now. It starts out in this bag, easy to store, easy to move. So we're gonna go ahead and you just join us for setting it up.
All right, it's pretty quick and simple here. Drag it out to the middle of the floor. Just go ahead and release your straps, get it out of the bag. Found it a little easier, kind of wrap it down around the sides and just flip it over and pull it off the top. Comes right off, there it is. One more big strap holding it all together. Here's our air tubes all the way at the one end. You always want to make sure at the end you won't end up with these blow all your air out. I'll grab that other end, we'll drag it back. Alright, couple little unfolds. And this side, there's pretty much have it right there. Got 2 blower motors like Jeremy was saying earlier down at the other end. Connect those and that's about it. All these straps on these, everything's really easy. Just one simple tug on everything. There's nothing to them. Real simple, quick release on them. And then
One thing we do want to make sure you guys do is make sure that your motors are plugged into the proper outlets, maybe separate circuits. The last thing you'd want is in the middle of a paint job to trip a breaker, trip a GFI, and have your paint booth start to come down on top of your painted products or on top of your painter. So be really safe, know your power, know your outlets, know your dedicated circuits in your building, or if you're doing this outside, that you're not plugged into a 15 amp breaker somewhere where you're going to trip a GFI or something like that. In our shop, we've chosen to pick 2 dedicated circuits that are 20 amp breakers, and we make sure that we run the booth for a period of time to make sure we're not going to trip any circuitry, make sure we're not going to have any collapses of the booth while our painter is inside the booth. A, for safety of our painter, but B, for the finished product of whatever you are painting inside the booth. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit the power on our blowers, and we're going to show you guys how fast this inflates. if you're using this application outside, obviously you're going to get all the natural sunlight, you're going to get all your natural lighting that is provided through these clear windows all down the side, all down the face. But in our situation, we're in Illinois. Right now in March, we're dealing with very, very cold weather. And so what we're using this for currently is we're using it as a secondary paint booth. So we have our main paint booth, and then we have a secondary paint booth. So we've decided to come up with some simple lighting. Harbor Freight, just, you know, casters, some gas pipe with the LED light mounted to this pole. All the wires soldered together, nice and safe, nice and friendly. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna wheel these into place. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna place these lights at all windows. And as you can see, when we go inside the booth, you have great lighting. It goes through the windows very, very well. We can go inside, check out the inside of the booth, see how much space you have, see how much lighting you have, and then we can walk you through the ventilation system. So the way the booth works, as you can see, we got great lighting. We're going to put 6 lights, a light at every single window. You have your ventilation system, which can be, this is your air coming in. Everything has a Velcro on it, so if you want more airflow or less airflow, you can change the amount of air that's coming throughout the system. Everything is pushed through. In the front of the booth, we have our filtration systems, so it moves the air out the front. Now this is really important. When you're outside, you don't really have too many problems, but when you're inside, you have to be really careful of your ventilation. Ventilation is a major safety hazard. If you do not have a professional exhaust system inside your building, we're going to recommend that you put that near a door or somewhere where the ventilation is going to be going outside your building. In our case, we have the ventilation system for our main paint booth, which has a 36-inch exhaust duct. So when the paint fumes come out of this booth, they will be put into our main paint booth, and it will exit the building through that filtration system. And that's it. We're ready to paint. So guys, now that the booth is set up, everything's inflated, we're going to go ahead, we're going to sweep out the booth, we're going to sweep out all the dust from maybe packing in or whatever, or setting it up, walking in here. We're going to go ahead and sweep everything out, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take our 3M booth coating. Troy is going to put this in his spray gun, and we're going to go through and we're going to coat everything. And what that coating is going to do is it's going to make it so that this surface can be cleaned, it's going to protect it, it's going to do all that. We are not going to get it on the windows. We're going to focus on just all of the material around. We don't want to fog or blur or get anything in our windows when we're getting our lighting and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to get set up. We're going to use probably about a half a gallon of this. There is recommendations and instructions on here. It dries for 24 hours. We're going to spray it probably about a half a gallon. It does say about a gallon, but we're not coating windows. We're not coating certain parts of it. So that's the way we're going to go ahead and do this. And then we're going to let that dry for 24 hours. And that will allow it to dry fully. And then we'll go from there. Tomorrow we'll be shooting a quick video on some rims we're going to paint and some other parts. And next week we're going to go ahead and we're going to be shooting full paint job on a 1966 Volkswagen bus SO42. It's going to be a 2-tone vehicle, so we're going to paint half of it in our main booth and the other half of it in this booth. So Troy's going to come on in here. We're going to get this process started. We're going to get out of here so that he can sweep. And you guys always want to wear, it's recommended you wear booties, it's recommended you wear your paint suit. That just keeps all of your dirt and your dust. Our paint suits are provided to us by Sherwin-Williams. And we're gonna get started.
Guys, how's it going? We're gonna go over prepping our booth here today. It's a standard HVLP gun. Jeremy was just explaining to you how the product and everything works. It's really important to go ahead and protect all your sides. This stuff just peels right off, so you don't have all your overspray and everything falling down every time you collapses or every time you put it back up. It's just real simple, easy cleanup. Just your standard HVLP gun. I'm going to go ahead and spray it today out of our the 2.0 PPS cups is what we use. There's no mixture or nothing to this. Just want to make sure you run your consistent air pressure. They recommend like 20 PSI for this. So I'll go ahead and just dial it down on my regulator here on the gun. I'll pour a little bit in here, start getting started. Cameraman will probably go ahead and stand by the doors because I don't want to be in by this. So I'll go ahead and show you how it works a little bit here, alright?
You're good.
Alright guys, here we go. I got everything in here. Cameraman's outside. I'm going to go and throw on my respirator. I went ahead and dialed in my regulator and everything already. So here goes. Let me throw on my respirator. I'll do a little demonstration right here. See how simple and easy it is.